We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Game 2 of the World Series between the Seattle Mariners and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Tim Lincecum will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Now at the plate, Suzuki. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Number 31.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
First pitch, 7:06.
The pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The second baseman, Brett Boone.
At the plate, Brett Boone, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Lincecum has thrown north of 1,800 big league innings in his career, and he's stacked up over 1,900 strikeouts in those innings, putting him inside the top 100 on the all-time leaderboard. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Not a bad night to bring the parka along, 54 degrees at game time. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Standing in, Tino Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. And it misses, 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in your zone right here.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Felix Hernandez is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Jeff Kent is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hard hit toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
So now to the plate, Mel Ott, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. One there, on to first, and they get the double play.
Batting third, the left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Stepping up to the plate, Barry Bonds. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a hard liner, but foul. Fouled off. Hernandez readies. Another 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Still no score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here now is Mike Zunino, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-2.
Nope, that's it.
Hits this one hard the other way. He's right there. Over to McCovey, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Randy Wynn.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. A 2-0 count to the Mariners left fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Nope. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate makes somebody else beat you.
Pause, now the pitch. Ground ball right side. McCovey gloves it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Willie Mays. First delivery to him on the way. Mays brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Now the 2-1.
Oh, that's all.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So coming to the plate, Willie McCovey. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Mays aboard here at first with nobody out. In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Just pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
Check by Hernandez. The pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Good comeback there. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Prior to the 3-2, we'll look to first. Don't want to forget about it. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Matt Williams.
So digging in now, Matt Williams. From the stretch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he is in there.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
Into the box, Rich Aurelia, as he'll take a look at ball one. And their runners at the corners now. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Popped up. Martinez is there for it, and that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Buster Posey, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And the runners will stay put here on ball one. Liner towards second. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Giants break out on top here 1-0.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Tim Lincecum is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a two-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. The set and the 1-1 fouled away. A 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. The third set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Omar Vizquel. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Bonds has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Batting up, the pitcher, Felix Hernandez.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0. Line to the right side, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Striding into the box, Suzuki 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he takes ball one. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Fly ball out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jeff Kent.
Second baseman, Jeff Kent.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And this is taken in for out number one. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mel Ott. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard a play to make.
In now, Barry Bonds. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Drilled to the left side. There's one. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Leading off the inning, Brett Boone, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Brett Boone.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's bad.
The 1-0 home. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Tino Martinez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Oh. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Smoke toward third. Over to McCovey, 2 down. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ken Griffey Jr. comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball that misses. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And that's low, ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Into the box now, Willie Mays. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Number 24.
The pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And there's one away. Ready for another chance? Willie McCovey hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 to stretch Willie McCovey.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And he misses, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Williams.
Now to the plate, Matt Williams. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's set and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit on the ground toward the left. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Giants are down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They're still staring at a 0 in the hits column, so it's certainly been a struggle, but he did give credit to the pitching they've faced. That said, he said it's important they keep pushing to figure out how to break through without getting overly frustrated. It's time to simplify things as much as possible, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The left fielder, Randy Wynn.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time. And this will be fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. McCovey fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
That one's in there. 3-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bonds will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up one of the all-time shortstops, Omar Vizquel. First pitch coming, here it is. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Vizquel, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And it's 1-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. It remains 1-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Rich Aurilia. Here comes the first pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. And he got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Tim Lincecum. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. So now the pitcher for the Mariners, Felix Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Now the 1-0. Down the first baseline. McCovey has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And now pitch on the way. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bonds is under this one. And that's out number 2.
Now that
Striding in, Brett Boone. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So he's through 6 full now, and he has yet to surrender a base hit. To the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Giants 1 and the Mariners nothing. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Jeff Kent. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the first out. Stepping into the box, Mel Ott. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box now, Barry Bonds, as he rips it on the ground to second. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Willie Mays, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hernandez gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but just foul. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But bye-bye, baby. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Ready once again, Tino Martinez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here's the first pitch to him.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
0-2, here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
A good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
Into the corner and slicing foul. This is line to left. Bonds is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So here's Mike Zunino. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Fastball well outside. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Randy Wynn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They're down 2-0. Eric Hansen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Eric Hansen.
At the plate, Willie McCovey. It was a walk in his last trip.
The first baseman, Willie McCovey.
Here comes the first pitch. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Now the 1-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Williams. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. The 1-1 home. It's strike 2 swinging. Nobody out, runner on first. Lays off, 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Coming to the plate now, Rich Aurelia. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's up and in for ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. 2 balls and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Digging in, Buster Posey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Runners are at first and third with none out. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
From the belt, kicks and deals. The bouncer to the left side. One there on the first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The pitcher, number 55, Tim Lincecum.
So here now is the pitcher, Tim Lincecum. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1, no play.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Now here it comes. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
The 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. So it's 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Giants 4 and the Mariners nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Up high, 2-1 now. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Yeah, they have everything to lose in this game, but it's obvious they have zero quitting him. They're going to battle until the last out, and with that homer, they're that much closer to prolonging this series.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Rod Beck is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 47, Rod Beck. Up next is the out.
At the plate now, Omar Vizquel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. ball and no strikes. Here it is. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. To first. McCovey gloves it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. One-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Over to McCovey. 2 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Suzuki. Set. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bonds is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Giants 4 and the Mariners 1. Jamie Moyer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50, Jamie Moyer.
Standing in, Jeff Kent. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. Slow roller left side. Reined in. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The right fielder, number 4.
Now in the box, Mel Ott. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
So now to the plate, Barry Bonds, and he fouls this one off. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Now batting, number 24.
So striding in, Willie Mays. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Giants leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Number 31 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 31, Ron.
Ready for another shot now, Brett Boone. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th-inning rally. First delivery to him on the way. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The first baseman, number 23, Tino.
So stepping in, Tino Martinez. From the stretch. A runner at first with no outs here. That's wide, 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Nobody out, runner on first. There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well-timed run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Now a chopper to first might only get 1. McCovey fields it cleanly on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Oh man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Mariners center fielder now with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mike Zunino would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Last chance for the Mariners. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, you know he wants that one pitch back that led to the lone hit, but it was pretty awesome watching him do his thing. He had guys off balance and flailing at the plate all game long, so he really was the story.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The San Francisco Giants have evened up this World Series at 1 game apiece. Tim Lincecum is credited with the win. Felix Hernandez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mariners, 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,915. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at Oracle Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.